Yeah, the manager says he likes this challenge, he wants this challenge. Are they up to the challenge, I suppose, is what we want to know?
I think it'll be a difficult game for them. Sheriff have reasonable pedigree in Europe over the last number of years. They're a very well-funded team by Moldovan standards. But Dundalk are a mature European side. All the players have had the experience of the last few years of the various campaigns. Obviously didn't go well against the Slovenian opposition in the Champions League game. They were well beaten. In the end, they were well beaten. I know it was 2 late goals to make it 3-0. They had lots of possession in that match. Since the new coach has come in, the 2 Italian lads, they've steadied the ship a little bit. They lost the league game directly after the European game to Sligo, but since then they've beaten Cove in the Cup. They had a good win against Shelbourne, 3-2 in the league, and most importantly, from Irish football's point of view, they got that win against Inter in Andorra. Narrow victory, but nonetheless, they got the job done. They won the game and they got through. Have they got a chance? I'd say they have a fair chance. I'm sure morale has settled. I'm sure the new coaches have installed the way they want the team to play, and they have plenty of quality in the team. You know, they've very good players in the attacking part of the pitch, and they're capable of scoring goals.
Yeah, what do you reckon? All new manager in, new team.
Well, he's inherited some good professionals. You know, Dundalk have been excellent over the last few years, and just the calibre of the professionalism in the dressing room is quite strong. So that's very big for him as he came in, because you know, they'll have acted very professionally. They may have missed Vinnie Perth, you know, in his exit, and mightn't have you know, been great for the dressing room. But I think they've got the type of player, Gary Rogers, players like that, you know, who've got such experience in you know, what a dressing room should be like. So that stands well on their side. I think the carrot of you know, a final playoff game to get to the group stages, which on paper would be easier than this game, is huge for them, because they'll also, from what I can see, they were drawn out first, so they'll be at home.
Yeah.
In that, should they win.
And if they go on, they face either Dinamo Tbilisi or a Faro side, Brian. Who are the KI? Is it, you know?
KI from Klaksvik up. It's one of the. It's the second city of the Faroe Islands. Not a huge city by any means. They won the league last year for the first time in a long number of years. They've done all right in Europe. I mean, they beat Slovan Bratislava 3-0 this season, and they only lost 3-1 to Young Boys, the Swiss team who we've seen frequently over the last few years in the Champions League. Away from home, they lost 3-1. So, you know, I think they might struggle against Dinamo Tbilisi, but if they manage to beat Dinamo Tbilisi, I'd give Dundalk every chance against them.
And now, just to have an Irish team, I suppose, you know, getting to the group stage Europa League in general, how important is that, and how good is that for Irish?
Look,
Irish
it would be fantastic. We speak about it all the time, even up at senior international level, to get to the Euros, how big it would be. But how big would it be for the League of Ireland, for one of the clubs to go into that group stage? It's great, because the whole league gets a kick on, an added on benefit that the ranking goes up higher, of course. And in return, you know, the feel-good factor starts to come in, that we can actually develop really good footballers. We're not like some of the teams that we'll come up against who have players, you know, for instance, in the side tonight will have players from Africa and South America. They're funded better than us. They mightn't be the best players in South America, but they seem to have, you know, a backing behind them. Dundalk have a backing of sorts. Remains to be seen how far that will go and what their ambition is as owners. But I think right now, if they were to do it, it would be a huge lift for Irish football. And I think, you know, their last experiences will stand them. There's still some of the pros in that dressing room from that time, and if they can rediscover enough to get them over this and bring them through, I think it will, you know, for the new manager, of course, it will be something else. But I think all of us in Ireland will get a great lift from that, and I wish them really good fortune. I hope everything breaks their way, and I hope they make it.